Hey there, Mackenzie. Are you awake right now? I've got a big announcement to make. Ready? I'm happy to inform you that your fiancé is now my boy toy.
What?
We just left our hotel a little bit ago after a very fun night together. Plan was just to spend the evening there, but your fiancé just couldn't get enough, so we ended up staying until morning.
Penny, what are you saying?
You don't get it? We've been seeing each other on the weekends for the last 3 months. You didn't really notice?
Why?
You know why. Because you're a pretentious little skank and thought you had the right to get married before me? I did what I had to do to show you your place.
Had to? You had to sleep with my fiancé? What's the matter with you?
So what? I was getting married before you. Who cares? It doesn't matter at all. Oh my god, you are unbelievable. Don't pretend like you forgot what you did. You remember that time when my boyfriend found out I was cheating on him and dumped me? You brought your fiancé to the house to show him off to me the very next day.
What the? Is that really your reason?
My own sister was mocking my pain and shoving her happiness in my face. Who wouldn't get pissed off at that?
You're making zero sense.
Whatever. I don't need to explain myself to you. The two of you are breaking up now, right? I win, you lose.
I guess it'd probably be a waste of time if I told Mom and Dad what an abhorrent slut you are. They'd never believe me.
Of course they wouldn't. Those two oblivious doofuses think I'm a virgin. After all, I'm way prettier than you are. It's only natural that they would favor me.
I'm done. I have nothing to say to you anymore. Have fun with my ex. I don't care.
Oh, really?
Goodbye.
Hey there, Mackenzie. Did you get the invitation for my wedding in the mail?
Yeah. But seriously, what is this?
What do you mean? It's a wedding invitation, dummy.
Who is this guy you're getting married to? I've never seen this name before in my life.
You're not fooling anyone. As if you'd forget your own boyfriend's name.
Boyfriend?
You thought you could hide him from me? Well, you thought wrong.
You should have seen this coming. You started dating him right after I stole your fiancé from you, and then I got your new boyfriend in bed with me just as fast. So seriously? You can quit your pretending. I know everything. What are you talking about, Penny?
What? Did you actually think I was gonna marry your ex-fiancé? A complete loser like him? Give me a break. I tossed him to the curb the day after I told you about our relationship.
The next day?
Well, yeah. It's not like I was seeing him because I liked him or anything. I only used him to get at you, and after I broke your heart, I had no more use for him.
You're really something else, Penny. You slept with a guy just to hurt me? Unreal.
Yeah, but this time, you actually landed a pretty decent boyfriend, so there's no way I'm letting this one slip away. We're getting married.
Hold on, I need to get a dictionary and see if there's a stronger word to describe you than immoral, soulless, or vile blood-sucking succubus.
Aw, you're really hurt that I'm gonna be enjoying marital bliss while you're nursing your emotional wounds. Anyway, make sure you come, okay? I really want you to be there.
Not a chance in hell.
What? You're not gonna come to your old little sister's wedding? What kind of sister are you? How could you be so cold?
Do you really not see how painfully ironic it is that you're saying that to me right now? You slept with a man just to hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
but you deserve that, so... Whatever. I'm not coming to your wedding, Penny.
Come on! Why not?
His parents were so disappointed when you weren't there when I introduced him to Mom and Dad. You should have seen them. If it wasn't for the fact that I stole him from you, I would have just told them that you were dead or that I was an only child. But unfortunately, that option wasn't available to me. Why don't you just tell them that we're not on speaking terms? That would be actually telling the truth.
I couldn't do that. They might start asking questions.
What's the matter? You don't want your future in-laws to see what a home-wrecking harpy you are?
What's that for?
Nothing. I just have a really, really bad feeling about this. So yeah, I'm definitely not coming to your wedding.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Bye, Penny.
Hey there, Mackenzie. Tomorrow's the big day. I'm so excited.
Huh?
I'm getting married to your boyfriend tomorrow, remember? The fact that I'm crushing your happiness just makes this day even happier for me.
Oh, it's tomorrow? Wow, I had completely forgotten about it.
Yeah, right. You're such a bad liar. I know you're gonna be crying yourself to sleep tonight. This is now the second man I've stolen from you. And this time, I'm actually getting married to him. This is the best. I think I might cry laughing. But man, that boyfriend of yours is a real catch, Mackenzie. He's filthy rich. He makes 300 grand a year. Thanks so much for finding him for me. If not for you, we might never have gotten married. I can't wait until we get into our sweet room at the luxurious hotel where we're staying our first night as man and wife. Just him, me, and a do not disturb sign.
For the record, my boyfriend is currently sitting next to me watching TV.
Huh?
And also for the record, he's not my boyfriend. He's my husband.
What? Husband? You met a new man and married him already?
No, you moron. Unlike a particular someone I know, I have too high of a moral standard to go out banging a different guy every day of the week.
Then what the hell is going on? I already stole your fiancé and your boyfriend, but now you're suddenly married? If you're just trying to ruin my wedding by lying to me that you're actually happy, then that is really low.
I'm not lying, Penny.
Then start explaining why the hell you're married right now.
Well, long story short, you made a very, very big mistake, Penny.
What mistake? Start making sense.
Actually, to be more accurate, you've made two very, very big mistakes.
You're still not making any sense.
The truth is, you have never stolen any man from me, not even one. I got married to my fiancé, the man you tried to steal from me.
You're lying. I slept with your fiancé and dumped him afterward. I had met him before. I know what he looks like. There's no way I would make a mistake like that. I knew exactly who I was going for.
Yeah, the guy you slept with, he's actually my boyfriend's older brother.
His brother?
Yep, and he's now officially my brother-in-law. He came by the house while we were visiting my in-laws the other day and said something about having a fling with some woman who was coming on crazy strong to him, but ever since then, he hasn't heard or seen anything from her. But that got me suspicious. And when I asked him to show me a picture of this mystery woman, he showed me a picture of him standing next to you, Penny. Oh no. You only ever met my husband once, Benny, and you never even knew his name. Apparently, you didn't even remember his face that well, because you ended up sleeping with his older brother by mistake. I guess I don't blame you. They do look an awful lot alike.
I can't believe it.
When I told him the truth why you had gone after him, he was furious. Like, seriously, he looked like he was about to explode. But after that, he went down to his boxing gym and took out all of his frustration, anger, and embarrassment on the punching bags. So he's very much over you now.
Wait, so then who's the second boyfriend of yours?
The guy I'm getting married to tomorrow.
He's your boyfriend. What's the deal with him? I saw him going in and out of your apartment all the time. He had to be your boyfriend. I followed him home one day and started hitting on him because he was your boyfriend.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on first. But when I took another good look at the name on the wedding invitation, I realized that it was the name of the guy who lived next door to me in my old apartment building.
Next door?
I'm pretty sure you have gotten the room number wrong. My apartment was number 302. And your fiancé was living in 301.
That wasn't your room?
And by the way, I moved out of that apartment, so I don't live in that building anymore.
Wait, so you're telling me that I actually did get the wrong guy?
Yep. It was a close call. Too close for comfort. In fact, I'm still really angry at you for playing with my brother-in-law's heart like that. But in the end, I was still able to get married to my fiancé, so there's the silver lining.
No! No, come on! Mackenzie, answer me! What did you do?
You tell me.
My fiancé broke up with me. He said he can't marry me anymore.
Oh.
Oh? Is that you have to say for yourself? Tell me what's going on here right now.
Why are you asking me?
Because this is your fault. It has to be. Who else could be behind this? You just couldn't allow me to even have a tiny bit of happiness. You went and told a pack of lies to my fiancé, didn't you?
How would I do that?
You told me yourself. You were neighbors.
Yeah, and that's about as far as our relationship went. We would say hi to each other when we met in the hallway, but we weren't really friends or anything. I don't even know his number.
But
did you think about maybe asking your fiancé what's going on? Knowing you, you're probably sending this message to me in the middle of his breakup speech without waiting for him to finish, right?
How did you know?
In any case, trust me, whatever reason your fiancé has for breaking up with you, I had nothing to do with it. If you would like to discuss this issue further with me, please finish your current conversation first, and try messaging me again, okay?
Mackenzie, I need help. Can you lend me $80,000?
What? $80,000? I'm just doing desk work at a small company. I don't have that kind of money.
But you're the only one who can help me.
Let me take a stab in the dark. Does this have something to do with your breakup from yesterday?
My fiancé found out about my boyfriend and my other boyfriend.
Wait a minute, two? Oh my god, you were sleeping with two other men while engaged to this guy?
But I broke it off with both of them a week before the wedding. I guess one of them told my fiancé about everything. So now I have to pay the $80,000 bill for the wedding all by myself, and he's probably gonna sue me for cheating on him and for taking his money. So, yeah, that's where things stand for me right now.
Incredible. Just incredible. And worse, when I told mom and dad about the two boyfriends thing, they just got this really disgusted look on their faces and told me that they weren't gonna do anything at all to help me out of this. Then they just turned around and walked out of the room, and they haven't spoken to me ever since. I see. I guess seeing three men at the same time was enough to disillusion them into the precious little innocent princess game you had been playing with them. Please, Mackenzie, I need your help. Did you actually think I was gonna help you out? Yeah, sure. In the end, you ended up targeting the wrong guy, but you still were deliberately attempting to ruin my marriage. I will never help you. You got yourself into this mess. You can get yourself out. I told you, Mackenzie, you're the only person I have left. This isn't just about me. My husband is furious at you too. You played with his brother's heart, then smashed it to pieces. If I helped you out, that would be a betrayal of my husband. So again, not a chance. But I don't have any money. I can't afford to pay an $80,000 bill for a wedding that didn't happen. What am I supposed to do? You could always, get a job. A job? Well, seeing as though you didn't go to college and haven't had a single job in your entire life, I imagine your employable skill set is probably somewhat limited. Get a job? Me? Well, you're gonna have to find some way to pay for that $80,000 wedding bill. No way! My sister was always looking for a rich man to take care of her. It seemed like she was pretty confident that she could make this dream a reality. And since she was so sure that she would be living the pampered life at home all day of her husband's money, she never really felt any need to desire work. And, well, you can see how far that got her. I guess the bill has finally come due for her reckless behavior up until now. Having earned the ire of our parents, who had treated her like their precious little angel all her life, she was now left with only one option: to deal with the massive debt she had incurred. Run away. She started going through all of her old boyfriends and even some guys that she met on social media, staying with each one for a few days at a time. And eventually, she finally worked her way so far down her list that she actually came to my brother-in-law for help. That was a mistake that she soon regretted, because he was not about to take any more nonsense from her. He called the police, who swiftly came to pick her up. She now has a fresh criminal record for stealing a bunch of cash and valuables from her fiancé, so I think she's going to find it pretty difficult to work off her $80,000 debt once she gets out of jail. Not that it's any of my concern anymore.
Serenity, is your leg doing all right?
Oh, hi, Dad.
I heard that you took a fall down the stairs at school today.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention and slipped down the whole flight of them. But besides a couple bangs and bruises, the only real damage was a slight sprain in my left ankle. It's bad enough where I'm being sent home for the day, but it's not that bad, so you don't have to worry about it.
I see. Must be bad enough, though, if you're being sent home.
Well, I only have one period left, so instead of staying at school barely able to walk, they said it's better I go home and rest. That last period is gym as well, so there's really no point in me going if I'm not able to move much.
Well, at least it's not too painful for you right now. By the way, I haven't been able to get in touch with your mom at all today.
Oh, I see. Same with myself. Someone from the school office tried to give her a call as well, telling her about what happened, but she didn't pick up. They gave her office a call as well, but they said she wasn't at work right now.
What is she up to right now, then?
The person from her work said that she might be driving right now, and that's why she hasn't been able to answer.
Ah, that might be the case. But it's been a little bit now, and she still hasn't gotten back to me. Also, sorry about me not being able to call back right away.
Don't worry about it. At least you're texting me now about this. Did you make it over to Minnesota then for your business trip? I'd assume so, because you're able to text with me now. Well, anyway, luckily the school got a hold of Grandma, and she's on her way with the car right now to get me.
Oh, is that right? She did say to me last week that today she'd have the day off.
Well, since she's on her way, I'll be fine.
Sounds good. I'll make sure to come back from this trip soon, so don't get too crazy with that ankle of yours.
All right. Have a fun time over there.
Hey, thank you.
Dad, I'm in trouble. I need help right now.
What's going on, Serenity? Don't tell me you fell on that ankle again. I really hope that nurse didn't mess up and it's actually broken or something.
No, this isn't about my leg. I just got home a second ago and limped up to the door to unlock it, but for some reason it was already open. I thought that maybe I forgot to lock the door before going to school today, so I just let myself in. But right as I walked through the front door, a man I have never seen before came at me from the toilet.
Huh?
The moment he saw me, he started to scream at me, saying to not come into other people's houses like that. And then he pushed me outside and slammed the door before locking it on me.
Don't tell me you accidentally went to the wrong house.
I didn't, Dad. This is our house. I know it. Grandma was the one to drop me off here as well, so there's no way this is the wrong house.
That's true. What the heck is going on there then?
I don't think I should be saying something like this to you, Dad.
What do you have to say?
There's a car with the company's name that Mom works for written on it parked in front of the house on the road.
What? So, her company car then?
Yeah. I also saw a woman that looked like Mom in her suit running for it out of the back. I'm not sure it was her though, or not, because she ran past so quickly that I couldn't see her face. And then she got into that company car.
I see. So, that is her company's car then?
I'm not sure I should think this about her, but
I know, Serenity. I know.
right now things are too crazy and scary here, so I'm going to stay at Grandma's house. I'm not sure who that was in the house or what he will do, so I'm just going to stay away from here.
Alright. Please go and stay with her then. I don't want you getting any more hurt than you already are. I'm going to try giving your mum one more call. If she doesn't answer, I might have to call the police. Until I say it's okay for you to go back to the house, stay with your grandma.
All right. I'm sorry for texting you like this while you're working.
Don't worry about that. This is an emergency, so I'm glad you told me about it. Please go to your grandma's and relax now. Emily? Where are you right now?
I'm out on my break right now. And what's going on with you, Sam? What about your work?
I'm already in Minnesota now, and have some time on my hands to talk.
What?
And all those calls you got from me were about how Serenity sprained her ankle at school today. She got the rest of the day off, and her school and I were trying to reach you about it.
She got the rest of the day off?
She only had one period left, and I think it was gym class or something, so they just sent her home.
Ah, I see. Well, the reason I wasn't able to answer it all is because I've been on the road. So that must mean that Serenity will be getting home really soon here, right?
No, my mum will be taking care of her today. She was the first person to pick up the call from the school, so she went in to pick Serenity up. She took Serenity back home with her, and that's where she's staying at the moment.
Ah, I see. I didn't know that happened.
Anyway, until either myself or you get home, my mum will be looking after her and her sprained ankle.
Well, that's good to hear that she's doing all of that for Serenity.
Now, I'm getting back to work.
I have to get back to work as well here, so I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hey, Dad? You're a bit worried about Mom now, aren't you?
What?
Sorry for talking about this so suddenly. I'm having lunch right now, so I thought I'd text you about this.
Well, I'm on my lunch as well right now, so we can talk if you want. Why would you ask me something like that?
Well, this is the follow-up to what happened the day I got home from school early. I told you about how Mom's company car was parked by the house and how I saw who I thought was her running to it, right?
Well, yeah.
You don't have to hide how you feel about this, Dad. We both know what's going on with her now. Remember how Mom would always go on about how she never had her own company car and always had to share? Well, I think she came to the house that day with the man that kicked me out, and that's why the car was parked outside. She probably never told that man about how she had a daughter in high school or something, and that's why things ended up the way they did that afternoon.
Serenity.
Dad, when I came home from school that day, I walked into Mom having an affair.
You don't have to tell me that.
Dad?
I'm sorry that you had to witness something like that from your own mother. Just leave the rest of this to me, please.
Okay then. That's all I'll say. I'm going with you, Dad, wherever you go, okay?
Serenity. Right now, I'm in the middle of collecting evidence of your mum cheating on me. But when the time comes, I'll let you know what I plan to do, and what'll happen after that. I'm sorry, but can you just keep quiet about all of this for a little longer?
Alright. I'll be fine, Dad.
I'm sorry to ask you that, but thank you. Emily, where are you right now?
I'm on my break right now. What do you need?
This isn't anything we need to talk about right now if you're busy.
Is that right? Well, then I'm sorry to say this, but I'm getting back to work right now, so we can talk later on.
I see. You must be really busy there then. Busy with that man you brought over to the house and all. Well, I'm sorry to say, but I just sold the house, so hurry up and leave there, please.
What? You sold the house? What are you going on about? Also, what man? Right now I'm on my break at work, Sam.
I know, Emily. You're on your break from work right now, and during your break you bring that man to our house and mess around with him there.
Huh?
And that man happened to get a duplicate of the house's key from you. So he comes to the house first sometimes, and then once you've parked your company car out in front of the house on the road, you go inside for a little bit to join him. You both go up to our bedroom and get whatever pleasure you want from one another before you have to get back to work. Normally you both go out on dates and things like that when I'm not in town. And when money is low and you don't have enough for dates, you both use the house instead. Right?
No way. How?
2 months ago, or about that, Serenity came home from school early due to her sprained ankle. Do you remember that?
I remember. Your mom went to the school and got her for us because she was the first to get back to the school about it. And then Serenity stayed at your mom's house for a while, right?
Actually, before she went to my mum's house, she went home, thinking that everything would be all right there.
What?
During that time, Serenity walked into the house after realizing the door was unlocked, and she was met by your boyfriend coming out of the bathroom.
Huh?
Your boyfriend had no idea that you had yourself a daughter who was in high school. He screamed at her saying that she can't come into random people's houses like that before he kicked her out.
He never told me anything about that.
So you know about him, Does this mean we can agree that you've been cheating on me with him then?
Wait a second.
Whether you want to confess to it or not, I already have all the proof I need of you cheating. So you're not going to fool me anymore.
You're kidding me. So because of that one instance, you were able to catch on to everything?
And that's why that house is sold now.
What?
You had a man that Serenity had no clue about in that house alone with her, and he screamed at her before kicking her out. She is scared to death now, going to the house all on her own, and she doesn't even want to live there anymore. You think that either of us want to live in the same house that you were cheating on me in? No way.
Hold on a second, Sam.
Does this mean that both you and Serenity have moved already?
That's right. We've moved.
No way. Come on now, Sam. I just started to have a look around the house right now, and both your things and hers are all gone.
We learned that you'd always bring your boyfriend over in the afternoon to have sex with him. So this morning we took care of all our things before you came. In 2 days, the new owners of the house will be there, so you need to leave soon.
In 2 days?
I'll make sure to talk to your parents about everything that's happened for you.
Huh?
I'm sure you'll be able to go back to their house and live there, so don't get too worried.
What? You can't do that to me. You understand that both my parents hate people that are not faithful when married, right? So don't tell me to calm down right now. Are you trying to pick on me now?
Oh, does it sound like I'm picking on you right now? Also, I've already made sure to talk with your boyfriend's parents about all this.
What?
I can't believe that he was hiding the fact that he has a kid from you as well. And on top of that, he's already divorced, but still talks with his ex-wife's parents.
What? No!
Now, just a second ago, his parents sent him a very scary message. I'm sure that he's looking at that message from them right in front of your eyes, right?
Huh? How could you tell them about all of this?
Well, that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. So now that you're aware of all that, the next step between you and I is talking about divorce and what that entails.
Divorce?
Anyway, if you have anything else to say to me over text, please talk to my lawyer about it first.
You're terrible. I was thinking at least with this divorce I'd still be able to marry my boyfriend. But now that you told him about how I was already married to you while this was going on, he's run off and I can't get an answer from him. Also, I was thinking that I could meet with Serenity today and talk with her, so I waited outside the school. But when she came out to leave the school, she just ignored me and walked off with her friends. I am that child's mother. You are stealing everything I had. You're a jerk. And now you're asking to get a settlement from me as well? You are a frickin' demon. Satan! How about you pick up your dang phone, Sam?
That last group of messages I got from Emily seemed to me like she was very upset. So I waited a couple more days to go and talk with her while my lawyer was with me, and that seemed to help make her shut up. My lawyer told her that she needed to pay me in one payment and would also be paying child support for a few more years. And then he finished by saying that I'd be blocking her number and all her social media accounts so that she could never get a hold of me again. After that, she ended up paying me the settlement and would begin paying child support every month. I was also thinking about getting a settlement from her boyfriend, but felt bad because he never knew that Emily was married. But a little while after the divorce, his sister came to my house and apologized to me for everything he had done, made sure that he'd send me some money as an apology. With that, well, I'd say that I'm happy with the outcome. At about the same time as the divorce, Emily was fired from her job. The reason for that being she used the company car to come all the way back to the house on her breaks to cheat on me. Also, both of her parents ended up cutting ties with her. Emily had literally lost everything, including her parents' love, and left town to go find somewhere no one would find her. Even to this day, I'm not sure where she is, but I do know that she's still alive somewhere and making money, as I'm still getting child support from her every month. As for myself and Serenity, after everything, we moved to the other side of town, into a house close to my parents' home. I'm still working my same old job, and since Serenity is old enough to take care of herself most of the time, I don't have to worry about anyone being there to watch her. Also, with us being so close to my parents now, she feels a lot more comfortable coming home, knowing that if there ever is another stranger in the home, she can run right over to their house and wait for me.